What's up? What's going on? I'm gonna show you a couple moves in just one position that, for me, has helped strengthen up my low back muscles. Down in this area here, I mean, it's really your erectors and some deep fascia tissue right there. It's really helped me strengthen up that area and also bring awareness to my hips and strengthen up my hip flexors. So every single move I'm going to show you is going to stem from this position here, laying down on your back. Now, if you're laying down on your back here and in your low back area, you already have this like gap here and it's uncomfortable for you to come flat in your back, then that's what you need to work on. Work on being able to flatten your back. So that's bringing your hips and posterior tilt and squeezing your butt. But in this position, I'm going to show you 3 different moves that you can do to strengthen up your low back area and your hips, also bringing awareness to your hips. So you start in this position, and then you're going to anteriorly tilt your pelvis, which means you're going to try to poke your butt into the ground, and then that is going to create this gap, and we're going to work from this gap. Okay, so since I'm really anteriorly tilted here, I'm going to cave my chest in and protract and try to round the thoracic spine, so that still leaves me a gap here, and my chest and my upper back is pushed to the ground. And you can just sit here, and if you feel something working in your low back, you just really keep trying to anteriorly tilt that pelvis, try to kick your pelvis to the ground while maintaining this push. Now you can hold here for a workout, just some time under tension, doing some deep breathing, or you can take it up a notch and then hover the feet off the ground. You'll start to feel either your low back or your hip flexors just start to fire, like strain, not pain, strain. And then if you want to take it up a notch, so the third exercise will be to just try to extend the knees, but maintain that tilt in the pelvis and that protraction in the upper back. So each one of these moves is going to help improve, strengthen up your low back region and your hip flexors. It's going to attack one of those 2 areas. So depending where you are, gauge where you are. If you are stuck in anterior tilt, whenever you just comfortably sit on the ground like this or lie on the ground like this, your job is to work posterior tilt. Okay, you got to work on getting that low back flat, so you can create that familiarity with this position. Then once you get that, you can start working on anteriorly tilting in this position, just holding it with your feet on the ground, caving your chest in, make sure you maintain that gap, and just anteriorly tilt the pelvis majorly. And then once you get good at that, you can just practice and kind of experiment with taking the feet off the ground, just holding it there. A lot of this stuff is isometrics, time under tension, just sitting there. Okay, you can mess around with flexing the feet, see if that changes anything. And of course, start to extend. And then once you get stronger, you can work on flattening out, maintaining this right here, and also the protraction and thoracic flexion. So play around with that. Let me know what you think. Let me know what's working for you. Whew. Let me know how you improve. If you have any questions, just post them in the comment section. Peace.